A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Complete to C.J. Uzomah. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides. He's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
13 next, 13 next. Strike, strike. 13 next.
Now it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Now that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
No ball, no ball. 49, flip it off, 49.
From the gun on third down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Smith now to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Back to throw, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Fights off the defender. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The tackle made by Rayshawn Jenkins. A gain of 2.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down in the yard. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Hurts. Open man is Uzomah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. C.J. Uzomah, 32 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing is Smith. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Geno. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 7.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the up. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Julian Love. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now maybe a free play here for Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
There we go.
Now Geno. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Smith. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Smith.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing now, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Check 58.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3rd and 8. Now Smith going to change the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Great. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
That's good for the Eagles.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
63, 63. 6, no touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
No touch.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Just keeping the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
13 there.
Smith going to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Right. 49, 49.
Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.